What if the future didn't arrive with a loud bang, but with a quiet software update? Most of us picture technological revolutions as dramatic moments: flying cars, silver cities, robots walking down sidewalks. But real change rarely looks like science fiction at first. It looks like convenience. It looks like efficiency. It looks like one less task you have to think about before your morning coffee. The navigation app that reroutes you around traffic. The recommendation engine that knows what movie you might like. The automated warehouse that ships a package across the country in a day. None of these feels revolutionary in isolation. Yet together they form a pattern of assistance, a pattern of acceleration, a pattern of quiet transformation. So the question isn't, is AI coming? The question is, how long has it already been here? Artificial intelligence today is less a single invention and more an ecosystem. It helps doctors analyze scans faster. It predicts maintenance issues before machines break. It translates languages in real time. It recommends music, filters spam. It detects fraud and powers customer support chats at 3 a.m. when most of the world is asleep. And that's the part many people miss. AI does not sleep. It does not get tired. It does not need breaks, or benefits or vacations. From a business perspective, that's efficiency. From a human perspective, it raises new questions. But before we rush to the questions, we have to understand the appeal. Why do companies adopt automation? Why do industries integrate AI tools? Is it ambition or survival? The answer is usually simpler than conspiracy. It's competition. Faster delivery times, lower operational costs, fewer errors, higher output. If one company uses smarter tools and another refuses, the difference shows up on balance sheets long before it shows up in headlines. Technology adoption often follows economic gravity more than ideology. This isn't new. History has seen this rhythm before. There was a time when farms required dozens of laborers for harvest. Then machinery arrived. There was a time when offices needed rooms full of typists and file clerks. Then computers arrived. There was a time when elevators required operators, phone calls required switchboards, and film required projectionists. Each wave of innovation replaced certain tasks and created entirely new industries in the process. The printing press disrupted scribes. The automobile disrupted horse carriages. The internet disrupted physical media. Progress has always been a reshaping tool, not a single direction force. So when we talk about AI today, are we witnessing a completely new phenomenon or the latest chapter in a very old story? What makes this chapter feel different is speed. Change once took generations. Now it takes years, sometimes months, sometimes weeks. The human mind adapts, but the pace of change can outstrip the pace of comfort. And that's where the tension begins. Not in the technology itself, but in the space between innovation and adaptation. Consider this. If a tool can help a surgeon detect illness earlier, is that progress? If a system can prevent accidents on the road, is that progress? If automation reduces dangerous manual labor, is that progress? Most people would say yes, but then another question appears quietly beside it. Progress for whom, and at what cost? In warehouses, robots lift what once required human strain. In offices, software performs analyses that once took hours. In customer service, chat systems answer questions instantly. These tools are not villains. They are instruments, extensions of human design and intention. And like any instrument, their impact depends on how they're used, who benefits, and who must adjust. When the music changes, it's easy to celebrate innovation when it solves problems. It's harder to celebrate it when it asks people to learn new skills, change careers, or redefine what work even means. Yet adaptation has always been part of the human story. From agriculture to industry to digital networks, every leap forward required societies to stretch. The real question isn't whether technology will continue to advance. It will. The deeper question is, how will we prepare ourselves while it does? Because progress is rarely just about tools. It's about people, their skills, their livelihoods, their identities. And while AI increases productivity, efficiency, and precision, it also introduces new conversations. about responsibility, opportunity, and transition. Not battles, not sides, conversations. So part 1 is not about fear. It's about understanding the landscape. AI today is not a distant concept or a movie prophecy. It is embedded in daily life, often invisibly, helping, optimizing, accelerating. But every tool that increases capability also increases consequence. And as the capabilities grow, so do the questions. If machines can assist us this much today, what will tomorrow look like? And how will humans fit into the picture as the tools become more powerful? Those questions don't begin with panic. They begin with awareness. Because before we can talk about perception, concern, or the future, we first have to understand the present. And the present tells us something clear. The rise of artificial intelligence is not a single moment. It's a gradual sunrise, one that many people are only just realizing has already begun. But progress doesn't just change industries, it changes people. New tools bring new opportunities, but they also bring uncertainty, adjustment, and emotion. In the next chapter, we look beyond the machines and into the human response, the curiosity, the excitement, and the concerns that come with rapid change.